It is now time to check in with Mr. Weather. That is Eric Hunt, our chief meteorologist here at Market Journal. Eric, where I'm standing right now, got some decent rain, about 1.5 inches just the last couple of days near Clay Center. As we turn to the next 7 days, though, how are we shaping up across the Cornhusker State?
Well, thanks, Bryce. I don't necessarily see the faucet shutting off this week. Ridging will be prominent across the northwestern United States here this weekend. Northwesterly flow aloft here in the north-central United States. We'll have chances of showers and thunderstorms Saturday into Saturday night across the northern portion of the state. And I think chances will be pretty good across the southern and eastern section of the state Sunday afternoon into maybe early Monday morning. Here's a total precipitation. Now, again, we're not looking at anywhere close to what we had this last week, but we should pick up some precipitation statewide and a reasonable chance of picking up a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain across portions of east central Nebraska Sunday night into Monday. I do think the first portion of the next work week will be a little on the dry side, maybe isolated showers. As we move to the later portion of the week, we'll have a cutoff low moving into the southwest very slowly. We'll be tapping into some tropical moisture that may spill over in the central plains. So I do think starting Thursday night into Friday, and probably going through the weekend, we're going to have at least a couple of chances for showers and thunderstorms across the state and across the broader region. Don't think we're looking at a total washout for the 4th, but do be prepared for the possibility of having some rain during this period of time. Your P model does show above average favored across the eastern half of the state, with maybe possible pockets of above average for the next week or so across portions of western Nebraska as well. CPC shows above average being favored pretty much across the entire country. In terms of temperatures this next week, I think we're going to be mostly right around seasonal averages in the mid to upper 80s. We might be cracking 90 a couple times later in the week in some portions of southern Nebraska. But for the most part, though, we're not looking at any major heat or major cool spells coming into the state. CPC shows above average being favored across the northwestern United States, where that ridging will be a little more prominent. Cooler here, we're going to have more precipitation than usual. I don't think we're looking at any major heat coming in for at least the first half of July. We'll probably have a couple warm days, but I think the first half of July, generally speaking, will be relatively good across most of Nebraska, across a lot of the Corn Belt. But as we get to the later portion of the month, the MGO being here in phase 2 and 3, which is basically the Indian Ocean, historic precedent would suggest that there's going to be a possibility of having ridging build back up here into the central and eastern portion of the United States. That does mean there's going to be a chance of picking up some big heat as we head to the last part of July, if this does indeed come to fruition. CPC shows above average favor across the western United States. Not much of a strong signal across a lot of our area. I mean, maybe a little bit above average, but I do think that the first half of the month will be generally average, maybe slightly cooler. Back half of the month, though, we may need to watch out for the heat to come back. Precipitation amounts, very heavy precipitation Monday night across portions of southeastern Nebraska. Heavy precipitation Tuesday evening across portions of southwestern and western Nebraska. This was Sunday night here across portions of the Sandhills. And then very, very heavy precipitation across portions of central Nebraska on Wednesday. Soil moisture, where we did not pick up the precipitation here across portions of Thayer and Fillmore counties, still pretty dry. We've also been very windy last weekend. So again, we are seeing a tremendous increase in the amount of days with wind gusts over 30 miles an hour in the state the last 25 years. Tepid precip roundup, week ending June 21st, 2025. Back to you, Bryce.